Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to be doing my Dreamcast collection today. And just to warn you, I have a ton of fighters, so if I say, wow, what a great fighter, don't be surprised. But first up, we have Arrow Wings. I don't really like flight simulator games. I think later on you actually got to action, but I only played for about 5 minutes, got tired of it quick. I think the only flying game I ever got into was Star Fox. Next up, Alone in the Dark. You know, Alone in the Dark gets bashed like so bad for being a Resident Evil ripoff. Like, people make it sound like it's a bad game. But from what I've seen, it actually wasn't half bad. But, I don't know, people like really hate that game. I don't understand it. I thought it was pretty good. Armada. The best way to explain this game is like an advanced form of asteroids. Because that's all it was. I mean, you attack like in the classic Atari Asteroids game. I don't really like asteroids, so I can't really play that game too long. You could level up in it too, which was really weird. Atari Anniversary Collection. I don't really like Atari games. I just bought it because it was like a quarter, so I was like, why not? Bengayo? Benjayo? Uh, this game, I can't really recommend it. Like, I know a lot of people say it's great and all, and it's made by a great company. Their thing isn't on it, but it's made by Treasure. They made a lot of great games like Gunstar Heroes on the Sega. Normally, I'm a big fan of their stuff, but this game, I think it was the controls. The controls were god awful. Like, god damn, they were shit. You couldn't use the analog stick to move, which always pisses me off in games. And just felt really sticky, and the translation was horrible. It's not really bad, but I cannot get into it. Blue Stinger. A game that's so bad it's fun to play. Gotta love those, they're the funnest games to play. My god. Even if this game isn't good, just buy it for a laugh. Like, it is well worth spending like $10 if you have to for a good, cheap laugh. I mean, it is hilarious. You gotta play it. Bomberman Online. Again, not a big Bomberman fan. The only Bomberman game I've ever liked was on the original Game Boy, and I can't even remember what that was. Cannon Spike. It was kind of weird how I got this game. Back in the day, I used to be a giant Mega Man fan, and if Mega Man was in like anything, I had to buy it. And I found out he was in this game. It's like, oh shit, Mega Man's in this game. I don't care what it's about. I'm buying it. So I bought it. Didn't even know what the fuck to expect. I pop it in, and it's kind of like a 3D shooter. Kind of hard to explain. It's pretty good, and if you put it on the harder difficulties, it is fucking hard as hell. They got a lot of Capcom characters like Arthur, you got Cammy somewhere on here. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty fun game. Capcom vs. SNK. This is, for some reason, one of my favorite fighters. I can't explain why it is. I mean, I know they made a sequel and everything, and there's a ton of other great ones, but this here is the one that I can always go back to. I don't know why, but yeah, I love this fighter. It's probably my favorite. One thing, I've never actually beaten it. If you've ever fought in Geese in this game, you will know how fucking hard he is. It's so cheap. You have to fight him twice. I mean, I struggled just to beat him one time. Then he has this fucking impossible to do combo, which like instantly kills you. I hate it. Carrier. This is a game that's so bad, it's bad. I mean, unlike Blue Stinger where you get a cheap laugh, you just don't want to be playing this game. It's a Resident Evil ripoff, which it had one good thing over Resident Evil. You could actually see like a little cursor when you're aiming at a zombie or whatever the fuck you fall in this. But would I justify buying this game? Fuck no. I mean, unless you're like really desperate for a game. Chuchu Rocket. Played for a little bit, not really my game. Doesn't mean it's bad? No, it just means it just ain't my type of game. It's some weird puzzle game. Ecco the Dolphin, again, not my game. I've yet to find the Ecco game, which I could actually get into. I played like the Sega Genesis ones and then this. Not my kind of game. Though that one didn't seem too bad. Alien Front Online. This is kind of hard to explain. It was like in the arcades, and then they made it on the Dreamcast. You could either pick aliens or tanks. It's basically just an arcade game that you could play online. It also came with a microphone, if you can see that in there. Yeah, you can kind of see that in there. But it was alright. I don't really play it, though. I just got this one in today or a few weeks ago. I can't remember because I've been on a trip. But Project Justice. I was just playing for a little bit. Normally, I'm not a big fan of 3D fighters, but I must say this one actually looks pretty good. Maybe because they actually kept the 2D fighting style, you know, like shooting Hadouken combos, not these other crazy ones. If you understand that. If you played Soul Calibur or Street Fighter, you can tell the difference of the combos. Conflict Zone. A decent strategy game. Though I've only played it for about 10 minutes. So that probably isn't saying much. Crazy Taxi is one of those games which you don't play for a long time, but you come back to it a lot. You might only play it for 10 minutes, but I'm telling you, you're going to come back to it like maybe in a week or maybe in a day. It's a short game to play, but you come back to it. So those are like my favorite because I actually keep playing them over and over. Crazy Taxi 2, didn't really play it. I don't know why. It felt like exactly the same as Crazy Taxi 1, so... Dead or Alive 2. This game had amazing graphics and all, but... Yeah, it was a fun fighter. I can't say it ain't. It's just I'm not too good at 3D ones. Actually, I'm not too good at fighters in general, but 3D ones especially I'm garbage at. Fun fighter, though. Dino Crisis. Again, I haven't really gotten far in this one. Like, I beat most of the Resident Evils, and this is pretty much just the same thing, but... God damn, raptors take a ton of bolts to take down. God damn it. Like, you could waste entire clips and they'll still be walking, which I suppose is kind of realistic. Draconus? Never actually played this. I got it for Christmas, like, probably 5-6 years back. And I don't know, I never played it. I never even asked for it or anything. It just kind of popped out of nowhere. I don't know shit about it. My friend played it a little bit. He said it was pretty good. So I'll take his word on it. Egg. Elemental Gimmick Gear. Haven't really played... I played it for about 10 minutes and passed out. That's normally not a good thing when it comes to a game. I should probably give it another chance, though. Evolution. My disc keeps fucking up on me. I can't explain it. It pops in and just continues to say load. So, can't say much about that one. Evolution 2. This game worked. This one's weird. The game, like, when I pop it in, makes this weird, loud sound, like... I know the way a disc normally sounds. Normally, this thing's like... like it's being smashed into glass or something, so I haven't played it for more than 3 minutes, because that sound is like, okay. My Dreamcast doesn't like it, apparently. Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves. This game might not have the visual graphics of most of the other ones, but I gotta say, it has a kick-ass combo system. This is basically the SNK... Yeah, SNK version of a Street Fighter Third Strike. Pretty good. It doesn't have that many characters, though, which kind of sucks. Fighting Force 2... Garbage. I wouldn't bother. Gauntlet Legends. I haven't really played this one too much, but I have played the N64 one, which was a lot of fun, and this is pretty much just an enhanced version with more shit, so I'm guessing it's going to be pretty good. I mean, the controls and everything are pretty good, so I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be any good. Gigawing. I didn't really like it that much. It's a shooter with a ton of bullets, but it didn't have any heart to it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, just mostly you dodging a fuckload of bullets. Not that big of a deal. You ain't missing much. Grandi 2, or Grandi? Yeah, Grandi, that sounds about right. I really like... the Dreamcast only has a good 2-3 RPGs on it, but this is one that's definitely worth playing. I really enjoy this game. I don't know, this is one of the few RPGs I can actually replay. RPGs normally, to me, is just one time. You play it, alright, you're done, you don't go back. But this is one of the few that I can actually go back. Maybe because the fighting system is fucking perfect. It's like dead on good. Huh. Well, that's 10 minutes and I still got a ton to do, so... If you want, watch part 2.